Okay, this is a superficial overview of the Spyderco K04 knife in MBS 26. Not used this knife so extensively, I should say, so we're just getting an overview and impressions because the knife is destined for somebody else. So, specifications. Above the apex down here, we're at 0.35 to 0.4 millimeters thick. And up here at the point, we're at about 0.6 millimeters. It appears that the blade grind is two-dimensional, which is to say it's on simply this axis, it's not cocked like this, and it doesn't taper towards the point. And so the point thins solely by virtue of this coming down like that. At least that seems to be my impression measuring along the spine, because you're at about the same thickness here, 1.3 millimeters, as you are up here. What else can be said? If you're familiar with the old line of these, they had rubbery handles. This is a much more sort of plastic feeling handle. I mean, they say it's somewhat rubbery or something like that. I would have just called this an injection molded plastic. Texturing is good. These help with resisting rotation, and these help with keeping you from sliding up onto the blade. The spine is slightly broken, but not rounded. You won't cut yourself like this, but it's not what you'd call super comfortable for pinch grip or something like this. This isn't even broken at the edges. This is still sharp down in here. And the one sort of flaw is there is a hint of a sprue remaining here, which this could be nipped off with another knife in seconds. The handle itself is asymmetric, so you can see here it actually seems like it was designed for a pinch grip. Now, if you grab the knife in a hammer grip, you would say that the grip may be a bit small for you if you have sort of larger hands, but I would like to note that if you do that, your knuckles will actually prevent the edge from being able to get down onto the board. If you grip in a pinch grip, it fits just fine, and you can sort of daintily grip it like this if you like, such that you can get down flat onto the board, or you can just grip like this and not. I honestly do not know what the function of a knife short and shallow like this is. You'd seem to lose utility. At the same time, I see quite a few knives like this, so I really don't want to unfairly slate this knife design because I simply don't know what its intended purpose is. So I can sort of comment generally from what I'd use knives for, but I wouldn't purchase this knife for myself because I like full-size chef knives that I'll cook an entire meal with, that I'll be able to do everything from delicate work with the tip with to chopping for all around, and this knife is just a little small and a little shallow for my taste in that. But the handle in particular, I like this. If they could enlarge it a little bit, and of course put it behind a 210, a little bit more maybe, Kyoto style blade, that I would be very pleased with. Their previous Santoku I was not a huge fan of, simply because Santokus usually have useless tips, and that one was no exception. Although it was nice, those were nice and deep. So this is my overview of the knife. It's very well priced, less than $40 shipped from many places, although they do seem to have sold out quite rapidly. The edge is very sharp from the factory. It was buffed, but was not over buffed, so it is actually still relatively sharp, although it's not what you would call super aggressive. But I would be very pleased with this if I had just purchased this and used this sort of size knife. I guess that's what I would say, superficially at least. I hope that's a quick enough overview and that I covered the important information. I will update the description as this knife gets used by its intended owner, and hopefully we will get some feedback to you guys that's more useful than just an impressions video. Thanks for watching.